I'm Hara. I'm a junior at Emory University. This video is going to be about how I got into Emory and how you can too. So my hometown is Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and I'm a human health major with a pre-med focus. I'm a college mentor with College Contact, which is basically just a company to help you get into your dream school. The process is pretty simple. We match you with an undergraduate that's at your favorite school. We mostly focus on the essay writing process, but we can also help with your application as a whole. Our founder, Sophie, she actually started this company in her college dorm room. A ton of you blew up her TikTok videos. If you're a current college student, I would definitely recommend applying. You would get paid $35 an hour. It is pretty competitive to get into though. So let's get into the video. So a little introduction to Emory. It is an elite school, as many of you know. It has an acceptance rate of around 11%. Very hard to get into, but not impossible. So I am a transfer student. I actually went for my sophomore year. I did get into the branch campus my freshman year, but I ultimately didn't end up going. Emory is definitely a very holistic school, so they're not looking for any cookie cutter application. You want to be very well rounded, as with any school. And in this video, I'm going to go over essays, stats, extracurriculars, anything, you name it. And with stats and activities, because I'm a transfer student, I'm going to go into both my college of my freshman year and my high school stats. I think both are very important. If you are a transfer student or looking to transfer, you can reach out to me because I got you on that. It's hard, but I have advice. So my college GPA was a 3.98 my freshman year. I focused on law school. I wanted to get into that, although I did change to pre-med for the rest of my college. After I got to Emory, I took a lot of classes in the law field my freshman year, and I was part of a few different clubs, like a community outreach club and Women in Law. In high school, I had a 4.1 weighted GPA and a 3.98 unweighted GPA. I took a lot of APs. We'll get into that in a bit. I will say I definitely was not valedictorian, so you do not have to be valedictorian to get into Emory. I wasn't. My SAT was a 1530, and as for my activities, extracurriculars, I was part of a bunch of different clubs. I was most involved, I'd say, in student council. I was also part of NHS, school board, leadership club, Link Crew, which is basically just to help the freshman high schoolers acclimate. I've been playing piano since I was like 4 or 5. I sing, and I'm a secondary black belt in Taekwondo, and I played volleyball for a bit. I know that's a lot, but my advice is to try to stick to a few of your favorite extracurriculars and excel at them. I did a bunch. I wouldn't say I was 100% committed to all of them. You do not have to be doing everything to get in somewhere or even to get into your dream school. 3 things you should have: leadership, if you want to go to Emory, leadership, volunteering, and have a good standing. I'd say those 3 are very important. So what classes did I take? I took a bunch of AP classes, a few IB, I think just IB English. I was very science-minded throughout my entire life, so there's a lot of science on my transcript. I did take honors physical science, which is my high school's first science you can take before high school even started. It was like the summer before high school started, so that I'd get ahead and be able to take more classes. You don't have to do that, but it actually helped me because I was able to be in a lot of more classes than other people maybe could have been in. So I'm just going to go through my transcript, what exactly I was in, what year. So my freshman year, I was in 9th grade girls chorus, which I loved, honors ancient world history, honors biology, honors computer programming. It's cool to dabble in a few things. I didn't actually end up liking computer programming, but that's okay. Honors English, honors geometry, orchestra. I was in that for like 2 years. Spanish 2, honors physical science. That was over the summer, and gym. And then my sophomore year, I took AP Physics 1, AP World History, honors chemistry, honors English, honors trig and pre-calculus BC. That's a lot. Spanish 3, and gym again. And then my junior year, I took AP Bio, AP Calc BC, AP Chemistry, AP US History or AP Push, Health, IB English Year 1, and Personal Financial Literacy. Then my senior year, I took AP Psychology, which was definitely my favorite class at the school, Advanced Anatomy, AP Gov, IB English 2, and AP Statistics. That's a lot. But I only took a few AP tests. I mostly would say I got 4s on them, not 5s. I got 1 or 2 5s, I'd say. And that was on history and AP psychology, I think. The next part of this video is tips for essays. I know essays are very important. People underestimate the power of essays because think about this. This is something you could put in perspective. You could be valedictorian. You could have straight A's in all these AP classes. Okay, you're smart. You could do a bunch of extracurriculars. Okay, you're capable to be smart and do extracurriculars. That's cool. But where's your personality? That comes through in your essays. That's how they really get to know you and who you are, why you want to go to their school, why you exist. I don't know. A lot of different things. So, first tip. So, you got to write passionately. If you want to go to the school, it will show. Think about all of the essays that are in their pile. Thousands, I don't even know how many, but they've been doing this for a long time and they see every single essay. How is yours going to stand out? You have to show that you are passionate about the school and that you really do want to go there. Your essay, if you are passionate, will stand out from all of the other essays that aren't really that passionate about the school. That goes into doing your research. Make sure they know why you want to go and provide specific details. I know in my essay, I think I included the program I wanted to go to, things like that. I'll get into that in the next section, but do your research. Very helpful. Don't write about things they can see on your transcript or your resume. This goes for any school. Every word is precious, and if you waste it on something they already know, what's the point of that word? You have to focus on things that they can't see already. It's your voice that's being heard. Otherwise, be yourself. There's a lot of people who just aren't themselves, and that shows. If you're yourself and you let your true personality shine through, I promise you're worthy of going to the school. So it's going to be easier for you to get in if you show yourself. Another tip, there is no need to stress out about whether schools want you or not. Whatever school is fit for you will come to you, because why would you want to go to a school that isn't catered to you? If they don't want you when you're being yourself, who cares? Move on, next. But yeah, you're judging them just as much as they're judging you. And they're not even really judging you. They're just seeing if you're a good fit. So keep that in mind. No self-esteem dips in there. Okay, finally, I can say all these things about what to do, what not to do. But what do I think got me in? What I think is my leadership really showed through. My grades definitely were a big factor, and also my passion for Emory. I'll talk about my main supplemental transfer essay for Emory. I know I did get in my freshman year, but it wasn't as specific. I'd say my transfer essay was more specific. It was what I wanted to do at the school study-wise, exactly what I wanted to study. The club that I wanted to start, which I am in the process of, so I held true to my word. It's a mental health community outreach club for the greater Atlanta community, so that's a leadership opportunity. You show what you're going to do. You don't have to follow my template, but I showed what I was passionate about. And be confident, because it shows. And if I haven't emphasized it enough previously, I want to mention that colleges want a student and a person. They want you as a person. So just because you have the statistics, you have the extracurriculars, they also want that, but they want to see you shine through as a person, because ultimately it's a living community as well. They want you to be able to acclimate, have a good time there, and study your interests. So keep that in mind for sure when you're applying. Think of it as less of a stressful experience, but more of a, okay, I might be living here these next 4 years, so this is a new community for me. It's going to be my community. And just taking a few things off of Emory's Office of Undergraduate Admission website, I recommend looking at whatever school is your favorite, their admissions website, and what they want. So this is coming from them. They would like academic preparation, so it matters what classes you take and the grades you get in them. It's test optional, but tests are considered. Strong grades can offset lower scores, but high scores can't compensate for lower grades. That's what they say. They want those rec letters, get them from teachers that know you best and like you. Personal statements and essays, they want someone who's intellectually curious. You have to engage with the world around you. They like that too. Lastly, this is what I was talking about earlier, time outside of class. So they look for students who will contribute well to the university and to Atlanta. So if you want to talk about the Atlanta community and how you like aspects of Atlanta itself in your essay, if you have room for that, you can include that as well. What will you gain from their community and what will you give? This could be a lot of factors. It's very personalized, so don't think of it as the cookie cutter template. Think of it as it applies to you. I also do have a lot of advice on admissions in general, writing essays. I feel like writing essays is my forte, transferring a lot of different topics. So if you have any questions furthermore, just like let me know. I got you. Otherwise, though, just de-stress yourself. I know it's very stressful to go through college admissions. It may feel like every rejection is a hit on your character, but it's not. I didn't get into a lot of the places I did originally apply to, but I ended up at Emory and I'm happy at Emory. And you'll end up at the place you need to be at. So just take a deep breath, know that everything's gonna be okay the way it turns out. Anyways, I hope this was helpful. If you do want me or anyone at College Contact to review your essays, applications, or even if you just want to talk to a college student at the school you're interested in, you can sign up at yourcollegecontact.com. More information will be in the caption. You can also shoot me a message, as I said earlier, if you want to talk about anything I discussed that you need more clarification on. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.